Marker Oakey off 4 metres, Bizanella off 6 1/4. The blue jacket won't be worn in this particular heat. Mathews off 8 1/4. In the green is Cooper off 8 1/4. Patterson in the pink off 8 3/4, and Wishart off 10. Away, and Wishart began pretty well too. Mathews began brilliantly, and the big fellow in the middle of the track is starting to gobble them up at the halfway mark. Mathews goes to the front and is making a bit of a one-act affair of the back marker. Oakey's starting to come home, but Mathews does it well from Oakey, and Wishart has run third. 12:01.
Well, 12:01, Rocket, that's amazing. Are you living up to your name today?
Oh, I sure hope so. I'm really pleased with that. I couldn't get over it. I didn't think I could run something like that.
You look so strong. Ian Anderson's been working you hard, has he?
Yeah, he sure has. Yeah, he's a great coach, and he knows what he's up to, so, yeah.
Well, basically, you're from Yarpeet, but you do most of your time in Ballarat
yeah,
now.
most of the time, mainly all through the schooling year I'm in Ballarat, so...
So you and Mickey Benoit?
Oh, yeah, sure hope so. I'd like to think that'd be great.
All right, a great run and fastest time so far. Let's hope you do well Monday.
Thanks very much, Glenn.
Heat 20, let's have a look at them in a full field. Brown, the back marker, off 3 1/4. Stubbs off 6 1/2. Burke in blue off 6 3/4. Whitty in the yellow off 7 3/4. Slupecki 8 1/4. Ryan in the pink 8 3/4. McLennan in the black 9 3/4. And the out marker AD Chammings off 10. Keep your eye on Whitty in the yellow and Ryan in the pink. Racing. Got them away all in a very good start too. Rowan began brilliantly, as the boys said before. He's quick out of the blocks. Ryan, it is leading here from Slupecki. Slupecki takes up from Ryan. Coming through there in the blue at the moment is Burke, but going down to the line, and it's fairly comfortable for Slupecki. Slupecki takes it out from Burke, and Rowan coming home for third.
Well, 12:22, you say that's all right?
Yeah, the track is very nice. Like big wind behind me, so it's a good run.
Tell us a bit about your lead up to Stawell.
Well, I did a bit of training with Evan Armstrong, great coach. And sort of training 4 days a week.
There you go, you can see yourself there.
Yeah.
Tell us what was going through your mind then.
Well, I just saw the line, the finish, that's all I could see, nothing else.
The blinkers on, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
Focus to the finish, and you've done it. Now you're in a semi-final at Stawell, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks, Doc.
Heat 21, only a small field. Hamilton in white off 6 1/4. Kerrish in the blue 6 1/2. And the green is Sboro off 8 1/4, Tucker in the pink off 9, and TG Beaton, the brother of Ken, off 10 metres. Beaton, the runner in black off 10 metres, the runner to get and run down. Away pretty well, and the big fellows began well out there in black in Beaton. Let's have a look at the white runner, Hamilton. He's begun fairly well at the halfway mark. In fact, Hamilton seems to have them covered at the moment, but the pink runner in Tucker's coming through. Tucker may be holding on in front of Sboro. Tucker, Sboro! The green runner might have got there as two of them crashed to the track. Or if I had to have a pick, I'd go for green to get up in Sboro off 8 1/4 metres.
Well, it was a nice fall at the end there, and a great run. You're very happy.
Yeah, extremely happy. I thought before I came here, if I got a pretty slow heat, could have got through, and as you can see, 12.68 isn't really the quickest, so I'm happy to make the semis the Stawell gift.
Well, not everyone can win even a heat at a Stawell wheel, so that's great.
Yeah. Oh, I'm wrapped, this is great.
Here you are, to start, talk us through what was going through your mind here.
Well, I knew the guy in the pink was the one to get.
Yeah.
And I see this guy in the white. What's he doing? And I only just made it, didn't I?
Certainly did. It was a great fall to the tape, but you got there, and that's all that matters.
That's
and
right.
You're in the semis Monday.
Yes, yeah, looking forward to it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, Heat 22, and Crane the back marker 2 3/4. Reed in white off 4 3/4. Fody off 6 1/2. McNeil in the yellow off 7 3/4. Gilchrist, it is, in the green off 8 1/2. Richards in pink 8 3/4. And the outmarker KJ Bruce off 10. And we don't have any runner wearing the grey jacket. Got them away fairly well too, and McNeil began brilliantly. There's plenty of size about him, and he goes up in the centre to turn around and take on Bruce. McNeil and Bruce go down to the halfway mark, but here come the back markers starting to come through now. Crane, it is, starting to pick them up, and Crane goes through to win it from Reed. Crane, Reed and McNeil, good run from the kid.
12.30, Pete, not a bad time?
Yeah, it's not a bad time. I wasn't very happy with the run. It seemed to be going all over the lane for some reason.
Do you think the wind affected you? It picked up a bit and seemed to turn around while the race was on?
It wasn't that strong, I think. It's been a lot stronger, but I didn't notice it that much.
And you've had pretty good season so far. Wangaratta was one of them?
Yeah, that was very good. That was really unexpected, that was. I didn't think I'd win. I just went up for a nice run. And I got through and won, which was very amazing, I thought.
Well, you've got through now with Heat 1, and we'll see you on Monday for the semi.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Heat 23, Saunders, it is in red. Only a field of 4 scratchings. Hanlon off 7 3/4. Terrell, it is 8 1/2. And the outmarker Gannon in 10. In the small field of 4, the red runner not in screen. They're away. Let's have a look at them. A little slow, Gannon, but the yellow runner, perhaps the best to get out, was Hanlon. Hanlon at the halfway mark, starting to do it quite well. In fact, Hanlon is coming away to win this quite easily from Tyrrell. Saunders I didn't see down there as a runner. But the winner we have here at the moment is Hanlon on screen off 7 3/4.
It was a big trip to come out from Scotland here to Australia. What's the running like out here compared to Scotland?
Oh, it's different class here. Competition is much better.
So it makes you work a lot harder?
Certainly does.
Will you be working harder on Monday, no doubt?
I hope so. I'll try my best.
Well, there you go there. You got out to the front and well, no one looked like getting anywhere near you. It was very strong?
Yep. Who's that run?
Yeah, your coach will be happy?
Yeah, you should do. One of them's here, the other one's still home in Scotland. George.
Well, hopefully they can pick it up on maybe the satellite dish over there.
I hope so.
Good on you, Kev.
Okay.
See you later.
And we move towards heat 24. And what an interesting heat this is going to be. Mason, that is, off 4.5 metres, who's the virtual back marker. Brimacombe off 6 3/4, Gill off 8.5, Harloff in the pink off 8 3/4, and Green off 9 metres. Last year they were talking TJ Mason to turn around and win Stawell Gift. It's a matter of whether or not he can butter up, but the late money's for Brimacombe. Beginning fairly slow, actually, was Brimacombe. Mason began well. Let's have a look on the far side of the track, and in the green, or actually in the black, it's green. But having a look at this fella coming through now, Brimacombe, the money was spot on. Mason can't pick him up, and Brimacombe comes away and wins it shallowly, 11.90.
11.9, very fast time.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that.
And you seem to be a little slow out of the blocks too.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. It's my first skip, so yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, I suppose it must get you. The atmosphere here is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. There's so many people here. I mean, it's the biggest crowd I've run in front of, so I'm very pleased, yeah.
Well, now you've got one out of the way. You won it. You settled your nerves to come into the semi-final.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What will you do between now and then?
Just rest, take it easy.
Do you think it through your mind much?
Oh, you know, you sort of just hope for the best. I'll just run easy and run it to my best ability.
Well, at the moment you're on top of the table with the time. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, heat 25, we have a look at Werrett off the back mark of 3, Brennan off 5, and the white Doherty off 6.5, Dunn off 7 3/4, Potter in the green off 8 1/4. Pretty even start too. Brennan began fairly well. The back marker Werrett's up and running, but the fellow they've got to catch is the one out in front in green in Potter. Potter has a break of about 2 metres over Dunn. The back marker can't take up any grounds in Werrett, and it's all TJ Potter off 8 1/4 metres, taking out heat 25, unofficially 12.28.
You happy with your run today?
Yeah, pretty pleased. Yeah. Good time.
Off your mark, it was a good mark from the handicappers?
Yeah, a bit generous than what he has been in previous years, I think.
It helps a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, here you go. What was going through your mind there? Did you know you were that far in front?
No, I didn't. I thought they were a bit closer. I feel a bit sluggish towards the end, so hopefully I can fix that for the semi.
Oh, well, you got a day to rest and have a think about it, so well done.
Yeah, thanks very much.
It's heat 26 it is, and only a small field again, robbed of many scratchings. Jelly it is, the virtual back marker off 6.5. PC Young, a former winner of the gift, off 8 1/4. SJ Tingay 8 3/4, and Hayden Carruthers up front off 10. Field of 4. Began pretty well. Jelly just a fraction slow out. Young began brilliantly. Carruthers it is that leads them down to the halfway mark. Now Young gets them, and PC Young collars them up. Let's have a look at Tingay, whether he can pick him up in the last few metres. He can't, and PC Young comes away fairly impressive in 12.18 unofficial. And PC Young takes out heat 26 and takes that from SJ Tingay.
It's a long time between heat wins. I had my last heat win in 1985, and it's just good to get one on the board after 6 years.
Well, it might come back. The last heat win, you won the gift that year.
Yeah, well, you'd like to think so, but I've been training with Steve Brimacombe, and as the time suggested, I'm a couple of yards behind him. So hopefully we can go 1-2.
It was a great run, wasn't it, of his?
Oh, excellent. He's been improved the runner since Rye, when he won Rye, and he's really come on a hell of a lot, and we're fairly confident now, so we can take it out, take the gift out with him, and hopefully get another final for myself.
Let's have a look at heat 27. And the white is Wolf off 5 3/4. McConnell could be a bit of a dark horse here off 7 in the blue. Foreman it is in yellow off 8 1/4. Headington in the green off 8 1/4. Doyle in the pink 8 3/4. JJ Armstrong the outmarker off 10. And I like McConnell. I don't know about you, McGillery.
Oh, I like McConnell. I think he's a very nice fellow. And
I like him to win the heat too. Pretty even start too. Beginning well was Foreman. Let's have a look at Armstrong in black, and he's leading them at the halfway mark. But here they come from the back. It's Wolf on the outside, and McConnell in the yellow. It's Foreman. Foreman hanging on. Can he? Yes, he does by about a metre. Hangs on to win from Wolf. So the yellow S.J. Foreman off 8 1/4 metres in a time of 12.20.
Well, you'll be used to Stawell by now. You've won 1 or 2 or 3.
Yeah, yeah, I've had a good season up here. Fairly consistent sort of a run. Thought I ran at Bendigo. I thought I'd get there and did.
At 12.20, did you expect a time about that?
I thought it'd be somewhere around there.
Well, you can see yourself here, eh?
Yeah, I feel Whoopi pretty close to me, but I knew I had him on the line.
Well, well done. Go and enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Our runners make their way down to the start for heat 28, and the red runner is out. The white is SD Hutton off 6 1/4. The blue, M. Nakiel of 6 1/2. G.E. Davies in the yellow off 7 3/4. In the green, G.J. Toomey 8 1/4. B.J. Tippins in the pink off 8 3/4. And the grey runner, M.W. Thomas off 10. Away pretty well, staggering to start was Davies. Let's have a look at Thomas. He's the one who leads them out at the halfway mark. Now the yellow starting to pick them up. Davison coming through. Here is Hutton. Hutton's going to them fairly quickly. Hutton and Davies go to the line. Davies might have brought back Hutton. Give it a Hutton on the outside from Davies. We'll wait for the official time. We've got a time of about 12.22.
What do you think it could be the year of the South Australian?
I don't know. Know about that. There's been a few that have done okay though.
Well, you've been a finalist in the past.
Yeah, last year, the finalist.
Do you think you've improved from last year on the track?
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm quite up to that, but we'll see how I go. I've been improving all season.
Well, you can see yourself here. You pulled out a strong one because you got a bit of a challenge there from the side.
Yeah, certainly pushed. Couldn't relax at all. Yeah.
They say you can never relax at Stawell, though, can you?
No, you have to win a heat semi, go hard all the time. Yeah.
But there you go, just got in front there, so you'll be pretty happy, and you're going to rest between now and Monday?
Yeah, that's right. I think I will have a bit of a rest. I entered the 200, but I pull out of that one. I have to decide who the coach says.
He's got the final word.
Yeah, I'll just wait and see how I feel.
Well, is it hard to pick a standout in heat 29? And it's ARJ Murphy off 4 1/4 metres. The back marker on red. In the white singlet, BM Cleary 5 3/4. Lufford is in blue off 6 3/4. Nelson in the yellow 7 3/4. W.A. James 8 1/2. C.P. Ryan has been here before in the pink off 9, and C.D. Flowers off 10 metres. Away, well, he did get away well fairly quickly, Ryan. In the centre we find Lufford is that's begun well, but the black runner out in front at the moment is Flowers. They're starting to motor onto him now. Nelson is going through in the centre. Here's Murphy from the rear, and Murphy does it easy. Oh, goes away and wins by about 6 metres. 12.07, very comfortable.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time.
Not too bad, as I said. I've been concentrating on jumping the last few weeks, but turned to sprinting to get some speed. So hopefully that'll work.
And you just missed out on the title the other week, 2 seconds, weren't you, in the triple jump?
Unfortunately, yes, but I turned to the long jump and qualified for world champ, so I set out what I wanted to do, so that's the main thing.
Excellent. And now, of course, you're into a semi-final at Stawell.
Yeah, well, last year I was into a semi, but I think I've got a lot better show this year, but as I said, you just got to see what happens, run my best and see what happens, yeah.
Heat 30, and favourite of mine, young Frankie Cosello off 6 1/4 metres. In the blue is Matchevek off 6 1/2. Driscoll off 8 metres. G.R. Davidson 8 1/4. P. McCaffrey off 8 1/2, and N.G. Grigg off 9 1/4. One runner out, and that's the red. As you see them, Cosello in the white. And away pretty well too, and little Frankie's got the legs pumping quickly. Out in front, the black runner is Grigg. Grigg leads them at the halfway mark. Cosello, can he pick them up? It's Grigg doing it comfortably though, and Grigg's going to go away and take heat 30. Cosello will get second, but it is N.J. Grigg off 9 1/4 metres in a time of 12.27.
How's the lead-up been to today?
Oh, had a little bit interrupted with Hemis, but sort of coming good at the right time, so see what I can do on Monday.
All right, well, I suppose if they don't get too sore tonight, you should be all right.
I think no problem there.
Were you expecting a time of around 12.24?
Yeah, around 12.2, yeah. The way things have been going today, yeah.
Well, it's good. Good to see a black come up.
Yeah.
Good on you, Nick.
Thanks a lot.
Let's have a look at heat 31 anyhow. JA4, the back marker, 1 3/4. B.S. Glassford off 6 1/2. Lrhmann, it is off 6 3/4 in the blue. Sned in yellow off 7 3/4. Bowl in the green off 8 1/4. W.G. Grant off 9. And M.J. Carney in the black off 9 1/4. And Hal Thomas is there in the grey. away. Let's have a look at the back marker. Forward, he's began fairly quickly, but the man up front is the man to catch, and that is Bryant, but they start to get onto him now. Here comes Lrhmann through in the centre of the track. Lrhmann starts to come away with 20 metres left to go, and Lrhmann goes on to win from forward. Lrhmann takes out heat 31 in 12:28.
And at a time of 12:29, you happy with that, Rob?
Win's a win. It's still, anything's good.
Fantastic. Well, having a good season. You won up at Ararat.
Yeah, had a win there, and then a good jump in the stakes last weekend, the under-20, so yeah, things are going well.
Because you're better known, I suppose, for the long jumping side of things from Maryborough.
Yeah, so they say, yeah.
That would help, no doubt, with your sprinting.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Fast out of the blocks, all long jumpers are, like Murph and Pimsy was earlier.
Well, you can see yourself coming up now. Did it quite easy looking at that, doesn't it?
Yeah, the last 15, I thought I had it one. I was just relaxing through the line, so yeah, it's a good win.
Well done. See you on Monday.
Thanks a lot.
Heat 32, let's have a look at the field. The back marker, Davis, off 2.5 metres in the red. And Jeff Colbert in the white is actually the brother of David, the long jumper who was actually scratched with that hamstring problem we mentioned before. So Davis in the red. Grigg Wilding off 9.25 metres in the black, and away pretty well too. Let's have a look at them in the centre of the track. The white runner, it's Colbert, that's began fairly well at the halfway mark. Colbert goes up to tackle Hannah on the far side. It's Wilding in the centre. Hannah and Wilding it is going down, and Hannah it is in the yellow actually, that'll take it out from on the far side of the track there. Wilding, who started to wilt over the last 20 metres.
Well, 12:53, you said it's a little slow, but you still won.
Yeah, still won. Had a bloody good year this year. Winning Melton, Prahran, a few others, but came up here to try and win a heat of the gift. It's done, and I'll find a bit on Monday.
Well, you're a bit of a gemologist, they tell me,
Yeah.
so you're picking up some purses as well.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, looking at that, I was pretty relaxed, and I couldn't see anyone coming. Rumours were this little bloke in the red could run a bit, but he's a fair way back.
Well, that gives you a bit of confidence for Monday.
Oh, it does.
Good on you.
All right,
Well done, Perry. Well done.
Well, runners make their way down for the start of heat 33. We'll have a look at them, and we see the Scot David Clark off the back mark of 2 metres. Simonson off 4.5 in the blue. Bergoli of 6 3/4. Blackwood it is in the yellow of 7 3/4. BB Wright in the green off 8 1/4, and T. Birrell in the pink off 9. Young it is in the black off 9 3/4. The outmarker GD Parks off 10. Away pretty well, all jumped up as one actually. Good start. The pink runner and Birrell began fairly well. Blue runner out here is Bergoli. Bergoli starting to come through, but the pink runner at the moment in front is Birrell. Clark can't pick him up. I don't think he's starting to make a lunge at him now. No! Birrell has taken out heat number 33 from David Clark. 12:27 the time, but a good run from T. Birrell off 9 metres.
Well, Clarkie was motoring home behind you, Tone.
You're not wrong, I could feel him on the outside, and I wasn't too sure. I tightened up about 20 out from home, but I thought, come on, dig in and get through it. Oh, like he's a class runner.
Oh, no doubt.
I was just about to get through.
Well, he won the state championship last weekend, I think, down in Melbourne.
Yeah, I think he ran third. So, yeah. Oh, he's form, so...
Well, there you go. Look, you're pretty well in front. You can see him herbing on the outside there. You must have hit him.
Oh, sure as I did. I was just concentrating on trying to relax and work my arms and legs on the last 20. And thank God I got home.
Yeah, a lot of it's in the mind, isn't it? Not only the
You're
body.
not wrong. Yeah, it's not easy.
Well, that's great. Now you're in the semi-final for Monday.
Yeah, our first time up here and run on Monday. So hopefully I can come up with something a bit better.
Well, good luck.
Thanks very much, mate.
Thank you for your time.
It's heat 34, a good heat. No runner in the grey. But let's have a look at the field. Dinan off 4, Thompson in the white off 5 1/4. Bresnan, yeah, 6.5 metres. Whitnish off 7 1/4. Ralph off 8 1/4. Benton it is in the pink off 8 3/4. SC Hargrave in the black off 9 1/4. Began pretty well too. So did Hargrave, as Mick Gillery said before. They've got to catch him and run him down. Bresnan it is in the blue. They're starting to run well. Now comes the green runner in, Ralph. Dinan's got a ton of work to do. I don't think he can do it. But the green coming through. Ralph, will he get up and win it? Yes, he does. Just from Bresnan. And Ralph from 8 1/4 metres takes it out in a time of 12:27.
Well, an excellent run there. Had Bresnahan coming up pretty close beside you.
Yeah, I noticed some guy, on the inside of me, and I really thought I'd run a bit better than that, but it doesn't matter. I'm here on Monday.
Xavier College boy?
Yep. Yeah, ran at Xavier in the 1 and 2 in 1989.
Yep.
Ran around.
Well, here you are. You're in front at the moment, but Bresnahan is really putting in some long
Oh,
strides.
it certainly is. It's quite hard to catch Hargraves, actually, in the black, and I was quite surprised. I thought I'd do a bit better.
Well, he had a bit of a lead on you, Hargraves, but you backed him down and you're in the semi-final.
Yep.
Well done, Richard.
Heat 35 at Stawell. No runner in the red. RG Duval in 6 1/4, off 6 1/4, I should say, and the blue is SG Kelly off 7. WB Johncock, 7.5 metres in the green. BLA Evans of 8 1/4. BM Boyle in the pink off 8.5, and the black is AF Fury off 9. Well, began brilliantly, the whole field across the line. It's Fury leads them out from Evans and Johncock beginning well too. The blue Kelly starting to struggle a little bit, but halfway down it's still Fury in front. The runners and the chargers starting to come, but Adrian Fury hangs on. Fury wins from Johncock, and then Evans comes in third, but a good run from Adrian Fury.
Well, you did that nice and relaxed, Adrian, looking at you there, got out in the front and stayed there.
Oh, I thought I struggled a bit early. I thought they were a bit closer there about the 80, then I thought I kept on running on, so I was pleased with that.
Well, that's good. Well, you've been and done that here a few times now, but here you are on the screen. You're still out in front. Well, do you think you were a bit tight there?
Yeah, about there I thought they were getting to me, but then I kicked on a bit. And I thought I held them at bay quite well, and I went easily there, so...
Time of 12.36.
I hope I can do better than that. Maybe I can improve.
Always pick up a yard in the semi. All right, well done. We'll see you on Monday.
Heat 36 it is, the final heat for today, and we quickly have a look through them. The back marker, Lockett off 3 metres, DB Lockett, T-Marn off 5.5, Pasquale, Wally from Wangaratta, young footballer who did so well here last year off 7 1/4, Paul Dinan in the yellow off 7.5, MF Rudin of 8 1/4, Saddington, GR Saddington in the pink of 8 3/4, and El de Maria off 9.5. The back marker, Lockett off 3 metres. Set away pretty well too. Pasquale began pretty quickly, so did Di Maria out there in the black. Pasquale's got a bit of work to do in the middle, but as he starts to stroll up to them now, it's still Di Maria in front. Di Maria leads them with about 30 to go. Here comes the yellow runner through in Dinan. As he got there, I think he might have. Dinan might have got up and beat Di Maria, and Pasquale has finished a little bit further down the track.
Yes, well, the Dinan dynasty does continue. It's still Murray before, now you, Paul.
Yeah, it's good to keep the name going. Got one in 80, so yeah, keep the name going.
Well, a 12.38 looking at the scoreboard up there. You pleased?
Fair well expected, yeah, that's not bad.
Well, here you are on the screen. What was going through your mind at this moment?
Just stay relaxed and keep your form. Just like I did.
You picked up the black on the outside?
Yeah, just near the end, yeah, I was a bit worried about him. But
Did you see him there?
yeah, I knew he was there, yeah. I felt like I was going to get him there.
Well, now it's out for a rest and back in the semis on Monday.
That's for sure.